Hi there, this is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, and welcome to the results show of the Director Battle series. 20 Director Battles, and I'm going to give you the results as of the 2nd of August. Obviously, over the fullness of time, comments may be added and votes may be added, but as of the 2nd of August, these are the results. I'm just going by comments as far as I can make out the comments, and if there's a tie amongst the comments, I'm just going to use my own tiebreaker. I'm not going to go into thumbs up and thumbs down because that's far too complicated. I will give you a rundown of the imaginary second round that isn't going to happen, but by all means you can have a second round in your own head, and you can write down in the comments who proceeds to the third round and the second round battles. I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to comment and think about these battles. It's just a bit of fun. It's been very educational. 4 out of my 5 favourite directors all got beat in the first round, so I'm really taking stock of my whole belief system, my whole cinematic taste. I'm really going to have to go back to the drawing board and start all over again, because obviously there's something seriously wrong with my taste. So I'm just going to go through the matchups and just tell you who won, even though just a bit of fun. So it was Bresson against Tarkovsky, if you remember all those weeks ago, and Bresson was victorious. Then it was Szyslovsky against Bergman, and Szyslovsky was victorious. And then it was Kurosawa against Ozu, and Ozu won that battle. Then Hitchcock against Clouseau, and Clouseau won that round. Then it was Jean Renoir against Satyajit Ray, and there was a tie, so I use the Ronin tiebreaker, as it is now going to be called. So the winner is Satyajit Ray. And then it was Leone against Jean-Pierre Melville, and Melville won that round. Then it was Brunel against David Lynch, and Louis Brunel was victorious. Then it was Scorsese against Brian De Palma. That was a tie, so I'm using the Ronin tiebreaker to award that victory to Brian De Palma. Then it was Wells and Fritz Lang. Again, that ended in a tie, so I'm using the Ronin tiebreaker to pronounce Orson Welles the winner. Then we had Kobayashi against Mizoguchi. Kobayashi was victorious. Then we had Lanthimos and Denis Villeneuve. That also was a tie, so the Ronin tiebreaker decides that Lanthimos won that round. Then we had Kitano against Tsukamoto. Kitano was victorious. Cronenberg versus Michael Mann. That was David Cronenberg, the winner. Werner Herzog against Fassbinder. Herzog victorious. Dreyer against Murnau. Dreyer victorious. Schrader against John Sayles. Schrader was the winner, proving my point that John Sayles is one of the most underrated directors of all time. John Carpenter against Howard Hawks. Howard Hawks. Sam Fuller against Nicholas Ray. Nicholas Ray was victorious. Ernst Lubitsch against Billy Wilder. Lubitsch was victorious. And then Kubrick against Michael Powell. and Kubrick won that battle. It's quite disturbing to me, because out of the 20 battles, 40 directors, as of the 2nd of August 2021, Michael Powell was the only director who received 0 votes, which I find quite upsetting. He is my second favourite director, but like I say, I'm going to have a long hard think about myself and my artistic taste, because it's obviously all wrong. So if there was a second round, again, I'm not going to put any thought into this second round, because the second round is not going to exist apart from in your minds. So the second round I've just done in order of the matchups in the first round. So the second round, if it existed, would be Bresson against Szysłowski. It would be Ozu against Clouseau. It would be Sajic Ray against Melville. It would be Louis Buñuel against Brian De Palma. Orson Welles against Kobayashi. Lanthimos against Kitano. Cronenberg against Herzog. Dreyer against Schrader. Howard Hawks against Nicholas Ray. And Ernst Lubitsch against Kubrick. So by all means, enjoy yourselves with the second round. Again, you can put in the comments who wins these second round matchups. And who knows, in 5 years' time, we might have a real second round. But again, I just want to thank everybody who took the time to get involved and watch the videos and comment. I appreciate the support, and it was a lot of fun. Again, it's interesting to see how, certainly from my point of view, the directors that you've been with longer and you've watched their films more, even if they're not objectively better, you still kind of go for the people you have a soft spot for. Again, this wasn't a who's the greatest, this was who your favourite is. And a lot of them I did find myself just going with not necessarily the objective best, but again, it's the person who has been with you the longest. I think the hardest ones for me were probably Sergio Leone against Melville, Szysłowski against Bergman, even though I suppose, to be fair, it wasn't that difficult in the end. Kitano Tsukamoto was a lot closer than it would have been in the olden days. Sam Fuller and Nicholas Ray was difficult. Wilder and Lubitsch was difficult. Yeah, an interesting exercise. Again, I obviously didn't put too much thought into the matchups, but I hope you enjoyed the series. I certainly enjoyed reading your comments, because you guys have a lot more knowledge than I do. So it was a fun exercise, and I hope you're not going to take the results too seriously. It is, after all, just a bit of fun. So thanks very much for watching this results show, and hopefully you'll join me again for more director series and random reviews and double takes and in the frame episodes, just lots more silly videos where I drone on and on about films that I like. So this is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, saying thank you and good night.